I feel like this one is more snappy than that one.
That's what I think.
I like prefer shooting that one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I want to have a few people do that, try that, because that's what I thought when I shot them back to back. It's like, I feel like this one's just a tiny bit softer feeling.
I think that this one shoots softer. It also feels better in my hand.
Right.
You know? And I have no emotional connection to staccatos either.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
They're just made.
The Brat. This gun looks familiar, Mike. So I like the feel of the Brat, but I feel like I shoot the staccato better. But I like the feel of the Brat overall. I don't know if it's the staccato's triggers a little cleaner.
Hey, there's cameras you gotta talk to.
I was talking to you.
I'll just like cut it. It'll be like a picture of the gun and then his voice.
So I like the feel of the Brat over the staccato, and it could be this palm swell, but I also like the trigger on the staccato over the trigger on the Brat.
Now, do you think you like the staccato better because it costs more money?
I don't think so. I honestly think I'm basing it just on the trigger feels crisper. Yeah, I think I'm basing it on the trigger.
Yeah.
But as far as like
trigger has more over travel than it needs right now.
The Brat.
I noticed that today. I was like, shit, I can adjust this over travel.
Yeah, I think. But as far as shooting goes, I think I could if like the Brat had the cleaner trigger like the staccato, I would definitely like the Brat. I don't see where the money is worth spending another $2,000 on the CS.
I think something else to note is the fact that if you're like getting into 2011's,
right?
Technically, the C2 or CS does not take 2011 mags.
That's true as well.
So if you want to buy more than one 2011, and you're gonna buy the Brat,
right,
like that takes 2011 mags. So that will like the next gun you buy, the mags will still work for both,
right?
Theoretically, where the CS you're dedicated to those, yeah,
whatever. So. Another thing I could probably add about these two guns is like if you buy the staccato, it's probably just gonna be basically this and function the same way. There's some things to make it fit me a little better. Whereas like I've tinkered with this gun a bunch. So if you're not comfortable tinkering with stuff, maybe the staccato that just works out of the box is the move.
All right, $500 gun versus $3,000 gun. We're gonna see which one's better. So these are Mike's guns. I know this one he put a new grip and sight and all that stuff. But we're gonna see which guns we like more. So just off of feel, I definitely think the staccato feels better because of this palm swell, and I got big hands. the trigger, they feel about the same in my opinion, honestly. Yeah, they're pretty close. I might give it to the CS just because it's more expensive and it should be a better trigger, but I think they're super close. As far as size, I mean, they're almost identical. The CS, he has a magwell on it. Almost looks like a 3D printed one. I don't think it is, though. Let's fire. Well, I already like the CS more because I hit both shots. So there's that. Because I suck. So this palm swell cuts a little bit into my pinky. But that's me complaining. That's a hard one. So the Brat actually feels like a full-size gun. So I tend to lean a little bit towards that as far as like the grip and finish, or the grip and feel of it. But the C2, that palm swell, I think if I got one that actually fit my pinky here, I think I'd probably choose this just because I can literally grip the gun better, and my palm like fills that up really well. Where this one's a little slick. Yeah, that's popular. Yeah, I mean the finish and fit I would say is definitely better on the Staccato. Like the lockup seems tighter than the Brat. But realistically, if this gun works and doesn't break, I think for $500 plus some $500 parts, it's probably worth giving it a whirl versus spending $3 grand on this and then still having to add a palm swell, magwell, and everything else to it. So I would say if you're starting out and want to get into the 2011 game, the Brat is the way to go for $500. I mean, just call it $1,000 with everything you got in it, triggers and grips and everything. Spend the other $2 grand on ammo. There's your review. Win for Brat.